Cash, money, paper. Some believe that money makes the world go round. Others believe that Mr. Beast is made out of it.
I recreated every single set from Squid Game in real life.
Long ago, we didn't even have money. Instead, we used a sophisticated system of trade known as bartering. Bartering is the act of trading one good or service for another without using a medium of exchange such as money. In other words, you give me cow, I give you magic beans. Or mushrooms. Later on, various civilizations created their own forms of currencies and economies to buy goods or services and to reward individuals for their work. Unless they were black. Now during this period of using salt and grain as money, China already perfected the art of using paper money, which is still the standard form of payment to this day. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Now different countries have their own forms of currency. The US dollar, the Canadian dollar, the Australian dollar, the New Zealand dollar, the Jamaican dollar, the Zimbabwe dollar, and the Russian ruble. Now money can be used to purchase most things. Food, animals, drugs, vehicles, property, clothing, sex, and most importantly, video games. Now it's important to mention that video games are not priced based on their quality. For example, this is a game that is valued at $20 USD, and this is a game that is valued at $70 USD. This game is valued at $7.60, while this game is pure trash. We do have the retro gaming market, where games usually go for 20 to 50 bucks, but some people decide to sell them for hundreds or thousands of dollars. Take this game for example, Super Mario 64. Somebody bought this game for $1.56 million. Now believe it or not, I actually own a copy of this game. And now I know what you're thinking, and no, I paid 20 bucks for it. So why did this person drop $1.5 mil for a $20 game? The copy that's sold is the first print, and to find a first print that was never opened and never played is very, very, very difficult. Now hearing that, you start to think, wow, this guy really is stupid. And if you think that's dumb, compare its price to this NFT, which sold for $2 million. Except it didn't, because I made it not 10 minutes ago in Pixelmator. Now if you want good quality games at reasonable prices, there is the indie game market. Cuphead, 7 Days, FNAF, ARK, all these games just cost around $10 to $30. Meanwhile, games like Vanguard, Cyberpunk, and Far Cry are $60. Why spend $60 on one game when you can spend it on 5? One question I have is, why is everyone in such a rush to play the new shit, when none of y'all haven't even played any of the classics? Why would you buy Call of Duty Vanguard when you haven't even played World at War? Why buy Far Cry 6 when you haven't even played Far Cry 3? Why buy any game if you haven't even played Persona 5? Last week, I went to my local GameStop and bought 3 games for a whopping $106.19. I got Overwatch, Fallout 4, and The Division 2. A month prior, I spent 90 bucks on Battlefield 2042. Video games drop in value fast. God of War, $20. Horizon Zero Dawn, $17. Bloodborne, $40. Arkham Knight, $20. Persona 5, $25. I got this copy of Watch Dogs for $40, and I got this copy of Watch Dogs for $10. Once a video game loses its hype, its price drops significantly. Except for Nintendo games, you might as well buy them now. World of Tanks, Raid Shadow Legends, Rise of Kingdoms, all the best games are free. Wait, don't get me wrong, Call of Duty and Battlefield are the most detailed games, when they want to be, but that doesn't negate the fact that they're monetized in such an exploitative way that it feels like the focus is more on cosmetics and less on actual gameplay. Why would I play a game with a lifespan of 1 year when Fortnite's still being updated today? Overwatch! I paid 40 bucks for this game and I regret nothing. This is a 5-year-old game that is still getting new maps, new characters, and new updates every year for free. Also, did I mention that Halo Infinite's multiplayer is also free to play? I'm done spending $60 on this bullshit. As of writing this, I just bought 6 more games from GameStop and now all of my Christmas money is gone. I think I have a spending problem. When I was little, I went to a store that many of you probably never heard of called Blockbuster Videos, the biggest rental conglomerate in the world. In the 80s and 90s, that is. They had a deal where for $14.99 a month, you could rent out 1 or 2 games for the whole month. Today, that deal lives on in Game Pass Ultimate. For 15 bucks a month, you can get access to a huge library of Xbox One and 360 titles, EA games, and Xbox Live Gold. I'm not sponsored in any way by Microsoft, but I highly recommend giving it a try. And it's on sale for $1 right now, so like, what do you have to lose, 100 pennies? And if all else fails, you could just go to the semi-retro market. PS2 and Xbox games are readily available and dirt cheap, unlike some retro games. I got this PS2 for 15 bucks at Savers, and I went to this retro gaming store in a neighboring county and got 8 games for the price of 1 new game. If you're a broke college kid, then next to free, I highly recommend the semi-retro market. Need an open world car theft simulator? You have 5. Need a sports game? Got you covered. Horror games, shooters, sex games, pick your poison, I don't give a shit. And if you really want to go cheaper, you can pick up a plug-and-play Atari for like 50 bucks. This thing sucks.